In this video, we're discussing the famous Birmingham accent.
I got some Brumglish for you guys, teach you guys some Brumglish, yeah? 1, rah. It basically is like an intense fight. Really just means really or very. That's rah, nice, you're rah, an idiot. 2, blood. Say it at the end of every sentence and it just lets people know that you're serious. Rah, serious, blood. Do you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing, blood? 3, bab is the nicest thing a Brummie could ever say to you. It's like saying darling. 4, ralla. My male friends say this a lot. I think it means like crazy, mad, I don't know. 5, mum. We don't normally say mum. We say mum, and we normally spell it M-O-M as well. And 6, shut up, go get it. We just replaced the T's with L's, and I don't know why, but I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it.
Now, to be clear, I'm not saying that everybody in Birmingham sounds like this, but there's enough broad generalities in the city to be able to make a video like this. With that being said, let's discuss some key components of this accent. The first component I'd like to discuss is the A vowel shift. Take a word like take. You may hear something closer to take. Listen to these clips which do a much better job of illustrating this point.
With the kind of development of social media and technology, there's almost more ways to view this negative content. There's more ways to attack someone negatively. There's more ways to make someone feel down. And I think a lot of people there's still a stigma around talking about it.
Do you know what? I think you'd find it amazing because you like just little things like going swimming. You know, you haven't got your glasses on, and you can suddenly see everything.
It's true. See if there's a shark about to bite my ass.
Exactly.
I do need to see that. There's not much to bite, to be fair. This morning.
The second feature I'd like to discuss is very similar to the first one, and it's an I vowel shift. Take a word like. You may hear something closer to like.
Fam, the Birmingham accent is like a GPS tracker, fam. No matter where I am in the country, someone will identify me as being from Birmingham. For example, I'd meet someone new, I'd get introduced to someone new. I'd say about 3 lines, and then I'd immediately get cut off, and the person would say, "Are you from Birmingham?" And I'm like, "Yeah, how did you know?"
But then, like, for example, in the semi-final and the quarter-final last year, he's up against Camavinga in one game and Alphonso Davies in the other, so you think it's game over for him. I think in home and away legs in the 2 games, I think he got like 2 man of the matches out of 4 or something.
And he just goes about his business as well,
goes about his business.
He don't sing and dance about it, does he?
Nah, if you'd see what he wears and that, his gear is honking. He comes in, what are they, Birkenstock?
Yeah, Birkenstock. Hey, mate, I wear Birkenstock. I'm a dad though, right? I'm allowed to wear Birkenstock.
No, but like, I could see you like swagging them out quite nice. Like him, I swear, you should see what he wears and with the honking. But he just don't care. But then also, to have him in the changing room, he's the best guy. Like, he's so good for the changing room.
The third component I'd like to discuss is that pronunciation when ER is at the end of a word.
Where's the Asda? You're looking for the Asda. You walk up the ramp, that's faster. Walk past the incense selling faster than after. You grab munch at Polo's pasta.
And I felt like it was just finding where to put that energy was the hard thing growing up. I grew up in an area called Erdington, which is in Birmingham, right by Spaghetti Junction, and that area there is multicultural. And it was a tight neighborhood. This is what I remember. You remember the days you could leave your door open and then your neighbor come round, like, "Yo, I've just come round for some sugar," whatever it is, and they're like, "Yeah," and have a chat with your mum and whatnot. So the negatives, I would say, it's very easy to be small-minded and not look at the bigger picture just from coming from Birmingham.
Now, the fourth component I'd like to discuss is the shift when O or U is in the middle of a word. Take a word like London. You may hear something closer to London. Or take a word like pub. You may hear something closer to pub.
Something happened to me 2 weeks ago, which I've never had happen before. I was at a wedding shoot and someone told me that they were obsessed with my accent, said that they absolutely loved it and they would love for me to narrate their life. Now, as someone who lives near to Birmingham and lives in sort of like the south of Birmingham, so I'd say I have twinges of a Birmingham accent. I wouldn't say fully fledged Brummie, but I have bits. I've never had that happen before. I feel like people absolutely love to hate on Brummies and hate on a Birmingham accent, but I don't think it's that bad. Like, I could sound better, don't get me wrong, but I also think I could sound worse.
Okay, hi. So a bunch of you have been asking for a makeup tutorial and it's like 10 PM and I'm bored, so I was like, why not? Because impulsive makeup is the best type of makeup.
Now, the fifth component I'd like to discuss is the use of a glottal stop. Take a word like water. you may hear something closer to water. This is something that we do as well in London, and in fact, it's not exclusive to Birmingham, but it's something that you're likely to hear there.
It's cold outside. It's going to rain as well. Make sure you get some socks. There's some socks inside here. I don't know where you're getting them from, but I'm pretty sure they do waterproof socks now. I've put you on. Go on, lad. Cheers. Safe.
So we don't have his last name. None of us do. We got our mum's name, but it was solely because he knew he used to live off a reputation. Your last name is what you stand by. So if everyone mentioned Burke or any of my dad's brothers mentioned it, they'd be like, shit, that's Paul's brothers, so they'd leave him alone.
Right. Yeah.
But he didn't want that when he got to later life that we would have to deal with the consequences by having that. So I say later life, he died at 47, so it was very, very quick.
Now, the final feature I'd like to discuss is the accent stress and rhythm. The Birmingham accent has a distinctive rhythm and intonation. It's often described as sing-songy or musical. Listen to this.
Guys, let me know, is this a Brummie thing or is this just a me thing? I've noticed I don't say my TH properly. Like, I don't say T. I'll always replace it with like an F. So, for example, I'll say, oh, I thought that happened. I won't say, I thought that happened. My fiance hates when I say toothpaste. Like, I don't normally say toothpaste. Do you get what I mean? Here's another one. Instead of saying thunder, I'll say, oh, there's thunder. Like, change the TH to an F. And another one, are you thick? Like, I'm not gonna say, are you thick? I'm gonna say, are you thick? Someone does something and I wanna say, thank you. I'll just say, oh, thanks. I won't say thanks. I'll say thanks with an F. Someone says, Nav, what day is it? I'll say, oh, Thursday. I won't say Thursday. Do you get what I mean? Do I sound the same when I'm saying it?
Now, to be clear, that was a very high-level overview of the accent. What would be interesting to know is what you guys think about this accent. Let me know down in the comments below. If you like accents, culture, and language, I've got a newsletter where I discuss this stuff. I'm going to link it down in the description. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to share it to somebody else who may find it useful. I'm going to link all my other accent explained videos up here. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.